What is going on, guys? MobileCarrierNews here, and this is a huge news from AT&T. AT&T awards 14 billion Open RAN contracts to Ericsson, dealing blow away to Nokia. Basically, AT&T has been awarded $14 billion on a contract with Ericsson for about 5 years to help them with their 5G radio antennas and equipment, and this is huge. Usually AT&T has been partnering up with Nokia to work on their 5G, and they've been working with them for years now, improving their networks using Nokia's radios, not only software but hardware, to rip and replace and basically tear down, put new sites, and they're finally just ditching them and choosing Ericsson simply because Ericsson has more of what they need. Now, going down this article, I read the whole article just now. This is insane. AT&T is just on AT&T just chose them, and they're basically done with Nokia. Now, basically, it's what it's called is it's Open Radio Access Network. It's basically like the radio antennas and the hardware and software, and basically what is used to upgrade the network and sites. And AT&T is going to take full advantage of this. And the fact that it's $14 billion is insane to me. I didn't think AT&T would get a huge deal off of this. And this is going to be good. This is going to improve AT&T's network. AT&T's network is pretty good so far. By that, I mean like LTE-wise. Their 5G is still, going. They recently hit 200 million pops, which AT&T has a long way to go. By 2025, 2026, they should be at their max capacity, or 300 million pops nationwide, and AT&T should be on a roll. But the fact that this deal is going on is insane. AT&T's Open RAN plan is for 70% of its wireless network traffic to move across open compatible platforms by late 2026. So AT&T is not kidding. Like they are pushing hitting the ignition, and they're not gonna stop. Yes, they will take a while to actually improve their 5G, because AT&T, like I said before in many videos, they're not really racing on this 5G stuff like like Verizon and T-Mobile. Like they're basically like both the carriers. They want to improve the network, take their time, test out the hardware and software on all devices. They also, on top of that, they have to rip and replace every equipment to improve their 5G and improve their pops. And it will take some time, but AT&T will get through this. It's a 5-year contract with Ericsson, and AT&T spends could approach roughly $14 billion over the terms of the deal. Ericsson said it will leverage its 5G smart facility in Louisville, Texas, for the manufacture of 5G equipment for the contract. So this contract is insane, guys. I didn't think AT&T would get, a huge deal with this and basically say, we're done with Nokia. We don't really need you anymore. You basically buy. And this is a huge move. And call with the media on Monday, AT&T Network, or NCTO, I think it's NCTO, Network Chief Technology Officer, Ingo Elsbad, called for the move transformational. Personally, I think it is the most courageous and transformational collaboration agreements that I remember in our industry. He said, end quote. So not only are they monetizing the network, that's what they say, but they're accelerating the advancement of Open RAN in the U.S. It involves introduction of new hardware and software with multiple vendors. So they're going to be working with Ericsson a lot. They're going to be working on a lot of rip and replacing. It's going to be, phenomenal to see what they do, and their plans, like I said, their plans have not changed. Their plans are right on track to do what they're gonna do, but now they're gonna be working with Ericsson, and basically Ericsson has more to offer in terms of more I believe equipment, less. I guess AT&T says less issues, whatever they are, because I guess some things don't work out. But AT&T's move will mean replacing existing equipment with Nokia in many locations. So they are basically ditching Nokia for Ericsson and replacing a lot of equipment, because they have a lot of equipment with Nokia. And that doesn't mean they're going to go out on bad terms. They're just basically ditching one for the other and switching it out. because if AT&T doesn't work with either of them, the network is just gonna tank. It's not gonna be good. There needs to be support. There needs to be something in there. Ericsson hasn't always been a big Open RAM they haven't been really like on it, but in part, but because of the agreement, they're gonna be more conservative on this, and they're going to basically work with AT&T with this contract. And it's going to be very interesting where they go with this. 2026 should be very interested. By that year, I should have all 3 devices and we should be using USB-C, and we'll basically see what how AT&T goes from there. And they're going to be improving the network, and this is what AT&T wants. So like I said, this is a huge contract, and it's going to take now to 2026. 2027 is going to be very, very interesting where the network is going to be. And this is a huge win for AT&T. I'm very curious to see where they're going to go with this. I really think their network is going to go above and beyond on what they expect. Yes, they're 200 million. They're 200 million pops, but with this contract and them hitting 300 million by 2025, almost 2026, their network should be up in open arms. But let me know what you guys think about this. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Subscribe for more videos like this, guys, and I'll see you guys.